Hi, this is Clay Dixon, and joining me is Dodd Dixon. Here watching KRCC Sports on krcc-tv.com. Here we are at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship here in Terre Haute, Indiana. We got the girls 13-14 4K about to start off. We got quite a few girls out here today. We got a total of,
I believe, 126 girls competing today in this event.
126 girls, 13-14 doing the 4K. We'll be starting here in a minute.
Okay, a little bit about the kids participating today. The athletes participating in this event from the Purdue Area Track Club. We have Abby Hummels in this race, the Purdue Area Track Club. It's been a track club for about 31 years, and they've been doing cross country for about 19 or 20. Their athletes are from West Lafayette or Lafayette, and I believe that's Indiana, if I'm remembering correctly. For the Hudson Youth, we have Morgan Kempf and Ellie Stiles. Hudson Youth is from Hudson, Ohio, and they cap their team off at 65 kids each year.
All right, the girls are off here at the girls 4K.
We also have girls from Brokaw Blazers, Philadelphia CYO, Kentucky Stampede, Batavia Accelerators, Chahuga Falls out of Ohio, Elgin Sharks, Flying Angels, the Eagles, Lightning YMCA, Nova Pacers out of Virginia, to name a few other teams.
All right, here comes the girls. Long straightaway, then they'll be coming around. We got, we'll be taking your leaders when they start forming in just a few minutes. Right now we got 126 girls out here, all from teams around the nation. Watching KRCC Sports, Clay Dixon and Dodd Dixon.
Mentioned a little bit about the Purdue Area Track Club, as well as Hudson Youth. Also would like to mention the Lightning Running Club out of Maryland. We have a few girls competing from that team. Just a little bit about some of the girls competing from the Lightning Running Club. We have Gabby Urso, Olivia DeYurt, and Abigail Grabowski. Those three girls competed at the Howard meet and finished first, fourth, and ninth. Gabby Urso was second at the Chitokan race, and Bree Hobson was fourth. Ran in that event. And then Gabby Urso was the #1 Lightning runner at their home meet. She was the #1 for the Lightning runner. She was second overall, and then Olivia DeYurt was third. They have 30 runners that are competing 60 runners that are competing today in the meet here at Terre Haute. And so that's something about some of the Lightning runners that are competing.
All right, in the lead, it looks like we got Madison Distelreth, Ashley Johnson, and we have both from the same team from Lightning YMCA, Lindsey Graham and Rachel Erdman. Those are your leaders right now.
Kentucky.
Then they have about a 10-15 meter gap between the chase pack. Still within striking distance.
Kentucky Stampede has a few girls that are competing today in this event. Erin Edmondson is running today. Erin was third at the KHSAA state meet for 2A. She runs for North Oldham. At the Region 3 2A meet, she was third. At Lexcath, she was fifth. And at the SADEX Invitational, she was second in the 5K with a time of 19:20, so she ought to be doing pretty good today. That's a name to watch for. Another one is Abby Reburn. She was first at Trinity Valkyrie, that's an intense meet. At the Height Invitational and Gatorland Run, she was also first. So, Abby might be able to make a showing here today. And so that's some of the girls that are running for Kentucky Stampede, located out of Oldham County and Jefferson County in Kentucky.
Some Team Kentucky girls to look for are the Cccnyc girls, Cindy and Lauren. Lauren, the elder one, she's done a 18:45K, and her sister did a 19:10 at the state meet, I believe. Or meet before the state. Yeah, it may have been. Yeah, it was a state meet. That was it. You're watching KRCC Sports. I encourage you all to go to ktccca.org and kytrackxc.com. Get some stats and individual profiles on some of these runners.
Running today for the Batavia Accelerators is Mary Gregg. The Batavia Accelerators are located in the western suburbs of Chicago. For more information about their team, you can find it at www.bataviaaccelerators.com. They're primarily from the Fox River area of the western suburbs of Chicago.
There's your leader, Madison Distelrith, opening up her lead there, breaking away from, it looks like Ashley Johnson and Lindsey Graham.
Another girl to watch for from Cuyahoga Falls is Emily Zimmerman. Emily runs for Cuyahoga Falls, located in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, just outside of Akron. They are coached by John Martell, and they have several runners competing today, a little over 20, I believe. Their nickname is the Running Black Tigers.
We got quite a few unattached people up here in the top 10, it looks like, and we have a couple of Lightning up there in the top 5. Looks like some Brokaw Blazers in there. So right now the team scores, not sure who's going to come out on top today on the team side, but we'll just have to take a look at later on in the race.
Some of the past results. In 2007, Philadelphia CYO was first, Jinx America second, Brokaw Blazers were third. 2008, Brokaw Blazers first, Jinx America second, Philadelphia CYO was third. So you can kind of see the same names just kind of switching it around a little bit. Greater Cleveland, which in the early years of this meet was a presence, was fourth, and then of course Elgin Sharks, you see them always competitive, was fifth in 08. In 2009, Brokaw Blazers first, Elgin Sharks second, and then a team by the name of Runaways, which I don't believe they've competed the last 2 years in this event. 2010, first place was Brokaw Blaze, Runaways again, and then Lightning Running Club was third, and then last year Brokaw Blaze was first.
All right, here comes your leader, Madison Distelrith.
Philadelphia CYO was second, and Lightning Running Club was third. So we'll just have to see how everything turns out in the team score here in just a little bit.
Coming in for the win, running unattached, Madison Distelrith. Running a pretty fast time at 14:47. That's about a 18:40 for a 5K roughly. And here we got coming in for second place, Ashley Johnson, running unattached as well. And behind here we have a couple Lightning YMC runners, Lindsey Graham and Rachel Erdman. All coming in just a little bit over 15 minutes. Olivia Connencock from running unattached.
Kenzie Wilson is next coming in. She's also unattached. And then Mary Gregg, which we mentioned previously from the Batavia Accelerators, is next.
Team Kentucky, Cccnyc coming in at 9th place there. Race time 15:40. 16 and below is about, or 16 minutes is about a 20-minute 5K pace. Got a flood of runners coming in here.
A lot of the Philadelphia CYO red jerseys. They've been a presence in this race for several years. Batavia Accelerators in yellow.
Had 25 girls under 16 minutes there.
And now for your top 3 finishers. In 3rd place from the Brokaw Blazers, Maddie Numa.
Got a long straightaway towards the finish line, and then
see a Brokaw Blaze starting to come in.
up next, we'll have the boys 13-14 4K. And after that, we'll have a special event for you, the Race of America's 800-meter 5 and under race. Encourage you all to go to kytrackxc.com and ktccca.org. Get past results and information on some of these runners.
So it'll be interesting to see how the team score turns out. Brokaw Blaze has owned this event from 2008 to present. Philadelphia CYO won it in 2007. They've been competitive. I think they came in third in 08 and then second last year. So it could be a battle between Brokaw and Philadelphia CYO. But Lightning Running, Jinx America, Elgin Sharks have all been a presence in this competition, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Terre Haute's such a great place for a competition, and we get so many different people coming in. We've had runners from Kansas and Illinois and Iowa, Virginia, Maryland, just all points, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana. Just all over. You see the different programs coming here for the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Last year it was in West Virginia. Year before that was that Masterson?
Yeah, Masterson Station Park in Lexington.
In Lexington. Year before that, I believe it was in Tennessee, the Nashville area. Then Voice of America Park in Ohio in 08, and then 07 it was at Masterson Station again. So you can see it's been in Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, and now Indiana.
All right, we're wrapping up here. After this, we got a couple interviews with some of your top girls, and then we'll be taking you to your next race, the boys 13-14 4K. You're on KRCC Sports.
This is Todd Dixon with KRCC TV. You finished first in the girls 13-14 4K. What were your thoughts while you were running out there today?
I just hope to keep going, not stop. I had to pee in the zone and stuff.
So what did your coach tell you before the race?
I'm unattached, but I do have a coach, and I'm sure he would just be proud of me and my teammate.
What high school do you run for?
I'm not in high school yet.
You're not in high school?
No.
You go to middle school?
Yeah.
Do you run on a middle school team?
Yeah.
What team do you run on?
I run on Summit Middle School.
And where's that at?
Today
It's in
from
Fort Wayne.
Team Eagles,
Indiana?
Natalie
Did you
Bravo.
drive up here, or did you just spend the night prior to the race?
I spent the night.
And your champions today
Is this your first time on this
12-year-old
course?
Girls,
Do you like this course?
Time, 11 minutes and 16 seconds.
Where do you usually run?
From Batavia Acceleration,
Just around
Lauren
roads
Garrick.
in Fort Wayne.
Congratulations.
And once again, this is today's winner in the girls 13-14K. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Okay, Sydney, you run for Team Kentucky, is that correct?
Yeah.
What was your finish today?
I think I got 9th.
Oh, wow. Is this your highest finish for a national competition?
Yes.
And what school you run for?
I run for Highlands.
Did you run in the state meet with Highlands?
Yes.
What place did you come in at the state meet?
In 2A, I got 4th.
Excellent. Now, what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
You also run track?
Yeah.
What's your events?
I do most like middle distance.
800? What's your PR in the 8?
I really don't know.
So, is this your last race for the cross-country season?
Yeah.
You gonna take off?
Yeah.
How much of a break are you gonna take?
I think most of December off and then go back and run.
Okay. So, when does track start?
Well, we start conditioning, like, we all get together like mid-January, and then like it doesn't actually start till like March.
So what do you do for conditioning?
We stretch and do like core and like ab workouts, and we go out and run a couple miles.
Well, great. This is Sydney, runs for Highlands today, running for Team Kentucky. Came in the top 10 in the girls 13 and 14. This is Dodd Dixon with KRCC. Thank you. Caroline, this is Dodd Dixon with KRCC Sports. You just ran in the girls 13 and 14 at Nationals. What's your thoughts about today's race?
I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited that I got the opportunity to run with Team Kentucky today.
Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
What was the weather like?
It was really cool. It was a really good weather to run in today.
Now, do you also run cross country in Kentucky?
Yes.
What team do you run for?
Sophomore, yeah.
Now, how did you all do this year in your cross country season?
In regionals, we came in 4th place or 3rd place, and in state, our team did pretty good.
What's your PR in the 5K?
1923.
That's a good time. And what grade are you in?
8th.
8th grade. Okay. Are you looking forward to track?
Yeah, track really helps with cross country because it makes you faster, so you can sprint at the end.
What's your events?
The 2-mile and 4x8.
Well, this is Caroline and the cross country coaches National Youth Competition. Thank you, and hope you have a fun break before you start track in a couple of weeks.
Thanks.
All right, we're back, and here's the start of the boys 13-14 4K. Well, we got results for the girls 13-14 4K team scores. We'll read it off in just a second. We got a total of 133 guys out here today competing in the 4K, 2.5 miles.
Today we have teams running from all over: Brokaw Blazers, Chicago Flyers, Jinx America, Indiana Cal Striders, Team Kentucky, Kentucky Stampede, Indiana Blast, Batavia Accelerators, Seashore Striders, amongst other teams competing here today in the boys 13 and 14. We have results from the girls 13 and 14 competition from the team standpoint. Eagles came in first with 76 points. Lightning YMCA second with 88. Kentucky Stampede third with 96. Batavia Accelerators fourth with 101. And in fifth place, the Brokaw Blazers 106. Some of the teams competing. Purdue Area Track Club is competing here in this race. And one of their runners, top runners, is Bill Morgan. Team was started several years ago by Lane Custer, who is now coaching the Purdue Area Track Club. They have young kids participating all the way up to this age group. Hudson Youth out of Hudson, Ohio.
All right, we're taking you to your leaders in just a second.
Elgin Sharks out of Elgin, Illinois.
Right now we got Brokaw Blazers moving up the team. Looking pretty good.
From the Lightning Running Club out of the state of Maryland, we have Micah Hewitson and some of his teammates. Micah was first in the Howard meet for the Lightning Running Club. In the 4K, he ran a 15:32, so that's a pretty competitive time. He was also first at the Lightning Running Club's home meet. So that's a name to watch for the Kentucky Stampede.
We got the Brokaw Blazer pack. They're in the about 4, 5, 6, and 7 spots. They're moving up slowly, but we're still pretty early on the race. See if they can move on up anymore. But right now, looking like Brokaw Blazer, your top team so far. We're going to get a closer look at them in just a second when they come over this little hill.
Running for Kentucky Stampede is Alex McClarty. Alex runs for North Oldham Middle School at the Cccnyc Meet of Champions. He was 4th in the 4K, ran a 13:49, so that should put him at the top here today if he runs a comparable time. At the Dragon and DeSales Invitational, he was 3rd.
All right, in the lead we got Seth Hirsch from Brokaw Blazers. He won the midget boys 11 and 12-year-old division last year. Now he's 13. Blowing the field away.
And Alex was 2nd at the Greater Louisville Classic, which, Clay, you know that's a competitive field. And then at the Trimble County Invitational, he was 2nd as well. So that might be a name to watch for today, Alex McClarty from Kentucky Stampede.
Brokaw looking stronger as the runners get older, and here they are in the 13-14 4K, destroying the field. Jinx America looking strong. Right now it's looking like Brokaw Blazers are your top team for this race. We'll see how it works out. And we got Seth Hirsch from Brokaw Blazers, the 13-year-old guy, blowing away the field.
You're watching the race now just before the mile mark. So this about a mile into this, probably about 30 meters before the mile mark. Nice flat course here. The kids ran up a slight incline, about 400 meters, then down a little hill, and now they're on a straightaway right here before they start to climb a little bit more on the course.
All right, little time conversions for you all for the 4K to 5K. Usually 16 minutes is the 20-minute mile or 20-minute 5K. 15 is 19-minute 5K. 14 minutes for 4K is about 18 minutes for 5K.
They up on that hill yet?
And it usually decreases down to a minute. Right now we're getting your leader on pace for about a 13 or around that area for a 4K, which is roughly a 6 or 17 flat for a 5K. So he's really blowing the field away, especially as a 13-year-old.
Roughly at the midpoint of the race now.
Got a lot of Brokaw up here in front. Got a Chicago's Flyer and a Jinx America in there as well. Indiana Cal Striders. Looking good, there's Team Kentucky. You're watching KRCC Sports from Clay Dixon and Dodd Dixon. Encourage you all to go to ktcca.org and kwatchxc.com. Get some results this meet and get some individual profiles and stats on these runners.
A little bit about KRCC Sports. We broadcast running events from Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, North Carolina, across the Midwest and the South. This is our second year covering this event. You can log on at www.krcc-tv.com to watch more races. Typically we have new races showing on a regular basis, typically on Sundays. Probably cover about 30 or so events a season.
More than that. 40 to 50 this past year. Got 133 guys out here. One of our biggest races of the day. Although I'd say the 11-12 was our biggest ones, all around the where the girls and guys, they both average around 180 runners a piece in those. Right, this 13-14, they were doing about 130s.
I thought they all passed.
Still pretty competitive out here,
Good crowd of people.
especially when you got a 13-year-old guy on pace for about a 17 flat 5K.
Batavia Accelerators. See a runner right there. History of this event. 2007, Brokaw Blazers A team was first and their B team was second. Prospect Heights was third and Philadelphia CYO was fourth. 2008, Brokaw Blazers first. Greater Cleveland second, Philadelphia CYO third, Knoxville Track Club fourth, Team Kentucky fifth. 2009, Jinx America was first, Runaways second, and Brokaw third. 2010, Brokaw first, Jinx America second, and Team Kentucky third. And last year, champion was Brokaw Blazers, Jinx America was runner-up, and Ona Elite out of West Virginia was third, so it'll be interesting to see who wins today.
All right, we'll be taking you to the finish line in just a second. Got Brokaw Blazers blowing the field away in the team scores. And blowing away the individuals, Seth Harris.
Brokaw Blaze has won this every single year with the exception of 2009 when they came in third. Jinx America won it that year and Runaways was second.
18-minute race time, shutting it down.
All right, here we finish line. Seth Hirsch from Brokaw Blazers coming in. Looks like he's going to break 13 minutes today. Kept on going for a 5K. He may have been able to break 17 minutes in the 16s. So here he comes in 12:56. Seth Hirsch, your national champion. Behind him, we got a whole pack of Brokaw Blazers coming in. That's Clayton Adams coming in second place. Clayton Adams, your runner-up from Brokaw Blazers. Tristan Eastman, looking like he's got your third place, and behind him we got a battle for fourth place between Ryan Murphy, Blake Everson, and Malik Coleman. So here we got Ryan Murphy from Brokaw Blazer taking over, and then Chicago Flyers, Blake Everson, Malik Coleman from Brokaw Blazers. Blazers got their top 5 in over 6 people. They're in the top 6, so look, they obviously won that one. Team Kentucky bringing in, that was Matthew Gray, running 14 flat. Behind him from Kentucky Stampede, Alex McClarty. All right, we'll try and get some scores for y'all in just a few minutes, but right now it's looking like Blazers, they've won it, and second and third place, we don't know about that one just yet, but we'll try and announce that when we got the next race coming up. It'll be the Race of America's 5 and under 800, and we'll be signing off. Right now we're finishing up here at the boys 13-14 4K. Try and get an interview with some of the runners out here today. Race time a little bit over 15 minutes. That's where a lot of the runners come in. The 133.
Encourage everyone to log on to www.krcc-tv.com. Constantly showing new meets. We'll probably do 25 or 30 track meets and 25 or 30 cross-country meets a year, so you're constantly seeing new results and new competitions, and we also rebroadcast old competitions. Probably produce more running events for broadcast than any other station that I'm aware of.
All right, we got an interview for you in just a minute. And we'll be broadcasting the Race of Americas, and we'll have the team scores. And again, your winner, Seth Hirsch from Brokaw Blazers.
Official meet time is 3:17. The Race of the Americas will begin at 3:30.
Want a tangerine?
Blocking the camera. Keep moving.
Paul, this is Dodd Dixon with KRCC Sports. You just completed the 13-14-year-old boys 4K, correct?
Yeah.
How was the race today?
Official course time is 3:21. In about 9 minutes, we will begin the
What
Race
team do you
of the
run for?
Americas.
I run for Naperville Track Club. We weren't represented here because we didn't have enough people, but yeah.
And what were some of the other kids on your team that ran today in the race?
We only had one other kid in this race, Jake Cccnyc, and then in the earlier race we had Zach Kinney who won the race in the 11-12 place.
Okay. And do you run for a high school team?
I'm going to next year.
Okay, are you on a middle school team?
Yeah.
What team do you run for?
Washington Junior High, that's in Naperville.
And that's just outside of Chicago, correct?
Correct, yes.
What high school team will you go to?
I'll be on Naperville North.
And they're a pretty good cross-country program, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Thank you, Paul. This is Paul at the boys 13-14-year-old 4K race at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Competition. Thank you.
All right, we're back here at the Race of America's 5 and below 800 meters. They're about to start off in just a second, but here we got the results for the 13-14-year-old boys 4K.
In fourth place, Indiana Blast with a score of 101. Third place, Jinx America, score of 84. In second place, with a score of 63, Brokaw Blazers B team. And today's winner with a score of 35, Brokaw Blazers A team. Brokaw Blazers have carried this event again for their 5th national championship in this title. Jinx America, the only team that's beat them, and that was way back in 2009. Brokaw Blazers.
These guys are off to a quick start. Doing the 800, somebody just tripped there. A lot of these people, that may be their very first race. And we're on the mule today. First time, I believe, ever. So
if it's a little bit bumpy, getting a first-hand experience. 800-meter race. 5 years old and below.
You're fine.
It was close, right?
You're fine. There you go.
Watch out, Frank Lee.
In 22nd place from Team Eagle, Megan Seisman. In 18th place, running unattached, Loretta Hansen. In 17th place from Team Eagle,
All right, here we are at the finish line. Coming in at around 7-minute mile pace for a half mile, coming at 3:29. And behind him we got a little pack coming in, about 10 seconds back, but maybe that person's first win. 10 years from now, who knows? He might be a national star in high school. We'll see. Thank you for watching KRCC Sports on KRCC-TV.com. This is Clay Dixon and Dodd Dixon signing off. Join us next time. You've been watching the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship in Terre Haute, Indiana. Join us next year.